Happy Friday. It's time for our VOMP numbers for our VO Marketing Pro, our Todd Barsness's VO only income numbers, and my only VO income numbers. I'm Hudson Barsness. That's Todd Barsness. If you're new to this channel, we are both full-time voiceover artists. I've been doing it for about 5 years now. Well, about to start my 5th year, almost 4 full years in voiceover, and Dad's been doing it for roughly 15 years. We do these videos every week, and we also get some Todd's tips, things that Dad has done with his business. That's not right now, but there's all sorts of videos you can check out from our channel. Like I said, we've been doing these videos for a couple years now. Back when I started out, I was pretty brand new, pretty green to voiceover, and last year I just hit my goal of $80,000. This year I'm going for 110. Dad, what did you do? 10 years of $100,000 or more, basically.
9 years of 100,000 and 4 years of 200,000 and 4 years of $300,000. And last year I said,
well, 8 years of over $200,000.
Yeah, and I'm going to stop pushing so much. I'm almost 65. I'm going to have a plan to start to slow down a bit. Last year, my goal was 250. I made 269. This year, my goal is 150. So I'm trying to make $3,000 a week.
Yep. And the reason we talk about our numbers so much is because we think it's important. We're in front of a camera. We have certain biases. Even if you're coming here and watching these for free, you're not going away from these videos without our biases. And there are biases. There are things that you've done for 15 years and they've worked, and things that I'm doing. So anyway, we put that caveat out there. So
I think personally that the industry needs more transparency. And so a couple of years ago, we started following Hudson's journey, and it had some rough spots, no doubt about that. But the way you do business, the way I do business is there's an upward trajectory for you. And so we're continuing to be transparent, whether we have up weeks or down weeks, and try to tell things with no hype, with no, this is very, 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 very important, or this is fantastic, you've got to watch this, or this is the most important thing for you. I do a couple of minutes of VO Tough Love a couple of times a week and try to tell it to you straight. And so that's kind of what we think. That's how we sleep at night, being honest with people, not being hyped up. And so we just run our VO businesses like businesses. And we have a private group. This is VO Marketing Pro, which is a direct email marketing company for people, especially that are established, need an assistant.
They don't have time to do their own direct email marketing.
Direct email marketing. And but we have a private Facebook group called VO Marketing Pro Plus, which really helps you, encourages you especially, but educates you on all things VO, but especially direct email marketing. And so if you ever want to find out about that, you can. It's $50 a month.
There's certain things that go on. We won't go into it, but
it's a lively group.
There's a couple of folks. We just had a webinar on, we have a webinar every single month. We just had a webinar Wednesday, and we had a couple people talk about their experience with VOMP Plus, a person who is from the establishment, who left the establishment and added $13,000 to their business this past year, just doing some of the things which they're not just so unique to like what you're doing, but just taking those principles and using them. $13,000 extra in their VO business. Another gentleman made $23,000 or $26,000 more. I last year made $45,000 more. Now I'm growing my business, so there's going to be some upward trajectory to that. 2 other folks went from around $30,000 to $80,000 and $70,000. So there's some good things happening in that group. So go ahead and get a hold of John Barsness at vomarketingpro.com if you're interested in any of those things. If you have questions, you can ask them right below here. We're happy to answer them. We're very transparent. So we're going to jump into the VO Marketing Pro numbers. Thanks for getting through that if you're not new to this. Warm responses this week, 19. Auditions, 5 for our group. And then 5 jobs booked for 3 people. I had 3 recurring jobs this week through direct email marketing. I'll talk about those more in detail with my numbers. Excuse me. Deanna Johnston, who's been with us for a long time, she had a recurring client, and Tara Fox got a job this week. So congrats to those folks. Thanks for reporting, and hoping for continued success for everyone in VO Marketing Pro. It's a long haul game. Everybody says that, and they say they know it. They don't always stick true to their word, and some of these folks have, and we really appreciate it. And they're seeing the most success. So on to my numbers. As you know, my goal this year is $110,000. That means $2,115 a week. The last couple of weeks I haven't hit that. It's been a little bit slow, but this week I did hit it, and I was a little bit above. So direct email marketing this week, I have hired also an assistant. I pay them $600 a month, just for transparency's sake. 9 warm responses, 1 audition. Haven't heard back about that audition. That audition was to a person that I have worked with multiple times. So we'll see. I had 8 jobs between direct email marketing, Voice123, Upwork, Voices, and Fiverr. Let's see here. All right. Direct email marketing, 3 jobs for $575. Voice123, 1 job for $500. Upwork, 3 jobs for $945. Voices, 0 jobs for $0. Fiverr, 1 job for $150. I get $120. My voiceover alone numbers, income, $2,140. That's $25 over. Go buy something with that or put it away. And then I do editing on the side that I keep separate. Always do that because I want to make sure that, for me, I want to make $110,000 this year in voiceover alone. I edit for Dad, like I said. I did 7 hours of editing, $20 an hour, $140. My total this week of income was $2,280. So glad to hit my goal, because there was a couple weeks there where, it was slow.
How close are you to $5,000 for the month?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe $300.
Because last year you were always hoping to shoot at least for $5,000 a month. So
my goal right now is I got to make about $90, $100 a month, and I'm well behind that right now. But if I could beat my January from last year, which was $5,200 maybe, I'd be happy with that, because it'd just be like this, and that's, the other months will take care of themselves. I know I'll have some extra good months. So
for me, I didn't get any work on Voice123, which is fairly typical, especially if you're not doing a lot of auditions, which I'm not. I'm not sending, I think I did 1 proposal on Upwork, 0. I had a person hire me. I won't go into the details, although I might, I'll probably go into the details of that hire with our deep dive numbers for our private group, because that's a little bit of an interesting story. But $550 for that job on voices.com. Fiverr, I made $946.40, which is a lower. Usually I'm between $1,000 and $2,000. And direct email marketing was $1,762 this week. My goal, as I said, a slowing down year, is $3,000 a week. I made $3,258.40. $258.40. So I was $258.40 over. Glad to have it.
Nice work. All right. Thank you for joining us for our numbers video for VO Marketing Pro, me and Dad. If you're interested once again in hearing more about what our private group has to offer, feel free to contact us. johnbarsness@vomarketingpro.com is a good email. So if you're from the VO world, hope you had a good week. If you ever want to share your numbers privately, whatever, happy to hear those. It's always encouraging to us to hear people who are setting goals and trying to hit them, because those are important. So have a good week. Have a good weekend. We'll see you next week. Take care.